Polish Institute. We were collaborating with Marta and Ronny separately. But at one point of time, we have realized that actually this is a very nice crossover project, that she is living here in India, making pictures of India, which you can see here. And Ronny went to Poland, tried to explore Poland from his point of view. So I think this is a very good idea, to bring them together here and to make them share experiences,
Actually, we have a very close collaboration with Polish Cultural Institute in New Delhi. The whole project Stories from Himalayas started from my work in Nepal. At the moment, I'm working on a project around the cults of Nanda Devi in Uttarakhand, and this is the exhibition which is currently on a show here during Delhi Photo Festival. The whole story started from my participation in Nanda Devi Raj Yatra, which is a pilgrimage happening in the Himalayas, Indian Himalayas, every 12 years. I went for the whole route of pilgrimage, which is 300 kilometers, and it lasts for 3 weeks, and up to an end which is high in the mountains. At this point I started to understand that it's not enough, only to explore visually, that working in another country, we have to come back to the methods of traditional visual anthropology. When you come back afterwards with your work to the community and ask them about their comments, because then you receive a feedback, and then you can again come back and you get the much deeper understanding about what you are actually photographing.
I have one question that, so I have seen all are in black and white. So is there any reason why black and white only?
India is a very colorful country, and it's a very beautiful country, and it's too colorful country. Like, for me, it's very difficult to photograph in India in color. In my pictures, I want to show emotions. I do have a feel that black and white is much stronger.
When the madness of photography was not as much as it is now, and as I said, I never wanted to be a photographer. So slowly, steadily, during the college days, it all started happening, and I wanted to work on stories that would mean something to me, and started out as a documentary photographer. Last Delhi Photo Festival was in 2013, and this was my first artist book, and the work is called as Khmer Din. I was in Cambodia in 2012. It's about the nights in this beautiful city called Siem Reap. It was important to show this work, otherwise the work that I attempted to do in Poland might not have made sense.
Yeah, it was very funny thing. I was approached by a Delhi Photo Festival to run Pinhole workshops, and we decided that it will be nice to engage as much as possible the audience. So we invited the audience of the festival to build a huge camera obscura. Camera obscura is a closed room, for example, with a small hole. Light passes, and you can see a projection, upside down, colorful projection inside it. We were building it out of a very, very tricky materials. We used bamboo and cardboard. It was a difficult job. It took us 3 days. We resulted with something which was really funny looking, because actually it looked more like a slum hut than anything else. But somehow we all had a feel that it was very appropriate for the festival, because we hijacked it.
It was winter. Yeah, it was winter. So in Calcutta we feel very cold, So in all over India you would see during the winter it's only the Bengalis who wear these caps called as monkey caps. So for me to walk around Poland that winter primarily was very difficult. how do you react to a place where you have never been? You know that you might find traces of communism, and you might find traces of the color red, but then suddenly you figure out that there's nothing. The communist regime is gone, and it's been a long time. 3 generations have passed, the counter-revolution is over. So how do you move on? And at times you're so confused what to do. All you can do is probably share your confusion in a beautiful, poetic way. There's no way out.
You know, during the communistic regime, our world looked like that. Exactly, you captured the specific way of people dressed, the specific boredom which was there, the specific emptiness which was there.
The idea was to look at old Poland, probably. I don't know if it is old, but it has to do with a lot of sentiments that I had, possibly. But I was reacting to the Poland of today. So that's the reason, it's called as New World Chronicles of an Old World Color.
Nostalgia, and then of course the title kind of also is a bit of a giveaway for me. New World Chronicles of an Old World Color. It's almost like the old world didn't really have the color, so you kind of needed to go there and find your own color with it. It's interesting.
Close by to the field we were building a camera obscura. I have put some works from a project called Romani Clip. In this project we make children to build pinhole cameras out of cardboard boxes and then illustrate their stories with very simple method. These are the cameras which they use, and this is the shooting of one of the scene. We as photographers have certain responsibility, and this responsibility lies in giving the voice to others, to take the participation in a way they want to be represented.
I was deeply inspired by Kieślowski and his ideas and the way he did films, and it's also very, very difficult to shoot Poland, after looking at his work. Kieślowski's films were very, anti-romantic. My work was completely on the other side. It was completely romantic, because I was coming from faraway land in India and in Calcutta. In visual arts, in cinema, in photography, there's hardly anything that we can do on our own. And these are journeys that one has to start realizing, that we catch up from a place where somebody else has left their journey. And then we leave somewhere, and then somebody else will, start.